stage in sports. It's the Rams going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Second down, here's Trubisky. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They go play action with Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They go play action. Trubisky. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Gone. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Being chased out left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on second down. Knight, the tight end Kittle, has it on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Left side. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the gun, Knight dumps Dumps it off to Fournette. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
A handoff to Fournette. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And here's Marshall. And he's got room. Well, good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Airing one deep for Curse. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And this one caught by Travis Kelsey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. He's got Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now Marshall. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up.
No. Check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll run with Marshall. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. No. Check, Patriot.
Now Trubisky to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, good move. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is indeed good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 33. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. A spin. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down and 4. Again, it's Fournette. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Throwing here, Trubisky. And some space here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down following the run. Operating from the gun. Knight is going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Fournette on the counter, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 2nd and 8 here after the penalty. Looking to throw. Knight. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Knight. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This is Marshall, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. The grab made by Kurz over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on second down. Knight. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Will Fuller, 71 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And out now come the Vikings. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And the Rams getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Baron, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Second and 5. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. And the play clock's running down. On third down, here's Washington. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now he's forced out left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now a toss going left. And now running right through it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Get him out of here, coach. No blood. He probably should be trying to nail it out, not risk injury.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Looking to throw. Knight.
Get out of bounds, get out of bounds.
Here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That's money.
Knight,
They call hold, man. Get down, get down.
He's got Fuller.
They call hold,
big guard, Gabe Jackson.
Wow, they really don't want to
this
see
will
him
likely
going.
be the last play and wrap things up.
Let this nigga think he's doing. Shit. I don't know if the roles are reversed. Damn sure let me take mine. I don't get that attention. I don't know ever what my.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. It's complete to Fuller. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%.
Oh, man, I need y'all. I need y'all one
6.
time. One time. Let me get this one play TD off on me. Let me get this one play TD off on this bitch ass. You streak him. Y'all let these pussies get it. Come on.
Off the play
Come on.
Knight.
Come on.
He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
No TV. Oh, this guy. Keep your mouth shut.